Hello and welcome to this video. Today we are looking at the YieldMax ETF announcements on the 16th of July 2025. The groups affected are the weeklies and Group B. In this video we'll go over some background on the YieldMax ETFs, my strategy on how to invest in them, review of this week's affected YieldMax ETF groups, show my updated dividend calculations based on the latest YieldMax ETF announcement, and we'll go over some action items on what to do with the information I'm going to create. Some brief disclaimer. Investing involves the risk of loss. This video is not meant to be financial advice, and other than owning the ETFs presented in this video, I have no affiliation with the company that issued them. So the background, YieldMax makes announcements regarding their high yielding dividend ETFs on Wednesdays, usually on Wednesdays. It may be adjusted later, but usually, most of the time it's on Wednesdays. YieldMax has several groups of high yielding dividend ETFs. They have weeklies and 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. And this week's affected ETF group is Group B. So my strategy is based on YieldMax's Wednesday's dividend announcements. I buy more weekly and affected group ETFs to achieve my desired monthly income target, and my current monthly income per YieldMax ETF is $150, roughly $150 a month, or $1,800 a year. So let's look at the announcement that they came out with today. This is it. As you can see, July 16th, YieldMax ETF announces major distributions for the weekly payers and Group B, and this is what the list of ETFs affected. Next week will be Group C, but for this and weeklies. But for now, we're looking at only the weeklies and the Group B. So let's go to my calculations. Here's my spreadsheet. This is all last week's. I need to put the latest dividend payouts here. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that and start putting them in. So first thing we're going to do is start with Chippy. Put this here. Okay. So since the cycle started last week for the 4 weeks, I should not have to add any more to the weeklies if the dividends held up. So Control C there, and that's holding up for now. As you can see, estimated dividend is 1,969 there, 1,804 there. So we want that number to stay above 1,800. So the weeklies hopefully don't have to put any more into them. Unfortunately, YieldMax seems to have been lower, but we'll get to that one when we actually put the data in. All right, we're doing good there. On to RDTY. Still doing fantastic. Okay, YMAG is now back to where the average was before, because it took a big dip 2 weeks ago. Had to put a lot more money into it. Was not happy about that. And finally, let's see how bad YMAX is, because it's dropped by over a third from the average. Yep, there you go. I don't know why YMAG and YMAX falter sometimes during the cycles that I lift them up. So, like, as you can see, the average here used to be 16 cents, and now we're down to 10 cents. Why is that, YieldMax? Why is that? All right, well, we'll make the adjustment there. We got to add another $1,247 approximately. Let's go on to the Group B. Okay, starting with Babo. Oh, wow. Look at that. Babo is going to be way down. So according to this, I need to put another $1,080 into it, because it's it's less than half of what it was last 4 weeks ago, as far as dividend payments. So interesting that I knew I was going to have to add money, but I didn't realize we were going to have to add that much money. Just let's keep going. Oh, look at this! I got to have to add way more money for this. Is for dips, but now dips is it's described as short Nvidia option, and Nvidia is at its all-time high. So that's probably not something I should be investing in, especially with Nvidia flying so high. But I'm going to stick with my plan. And okay, so the Facebook related one again, the dividends are not paying, or YieldMax is not paying out dividends as much. Maybe because the market's at all-time highs, maybe because volatility isn't there. Ooh, this is going to be a lot of money this month again, but I did increase the goal, so let's keep going. Okay, thank you, JP Morgan. I don't have to add any money to you. All right, Morrow, Control C. Oh no, this is good. Not going to have to add there because again, the dividend here is much higher than the average, which is what I want, or to get my goal. Okay, hopefully Moderna, same thing. Yeah, good. And we're going to NVIDIA. Excellent. All right, good to know. And the last one is Palantir related. Control C, or PLTY. Oh, gotta add. Well, I had so few shares there. Yeah, so adding 10 more shares to that actually makes sense. All right, so according to this, I need to add $8,115 in to invest that much more. So this plus that is going to be what my new margin account is going to be. But my monthly estimated income is going to be $2,227. So that's the analysis when the market opens, because it's before the market opening right now. I'm going to have to add 8,115 and this many shares to each one of the symbols. This is the one that is upsetting to me is the YMAG or YieldMax, because I don't understand why this happens. But the good thing is when I do add to it and I eventually it comes back or melts back up to where it was before. Like with YMAG, look how my annual income goes from what it was 1,680 2 weeks ago to now it's estimated to give me 4,500 for the year. So that's a plus, but still adding funds it's kind of always a shock regardless. And the goal here, I'm going to be adding 8,115 to get only this week 2,227. It's a bit it's tough to swallow, but you have to keep doing this, and that's the reinvesting, because eventually this number go up basically. Okay, so let's get back to the spreadsheet here. All right, so action items. In order to reach the latest dividend goals, I need to make some additional share purchases, and that's what I'm going to do when the market opens. I have to do it today because, as we showed in the, let's just review that real quick. As we show here, the ex-dividend date is tomorrow, the 17th of July, and the payment date will be on Friday. Sometimes if there's a holiday, it messes up the schedule a bit, but good to confirm that on Friday is when I'll be getting the funds. So on the 18th, you can come back and I'll show you how much I actually did make, or come back after that. So as I said, come back after the 18th of July and to see how much I really received from my YieldMax ETF accounts holdings. Okay, so please comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to see another video, you can see last week's payout video, which will be the same format as this week's payout video in 2 days. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.